I am your host, Mackenzie Nelson.
And I am Mackenzie Nelson's daughter, Nevada.
Yay! It's a special episode, a mother-daughter, meet me where you are, because on this show, anyone can be a guest and everyone's perspective matters. Now, Nevada, welcome. I'm so thankful to have you today on the show. She really wanted to do it, and I was like, you matter as much as anyone else I would have on the show, actually more if you ask me as her mother. And so today, we're going to get to know more about Nevada Catherine Nelson, who is 7 years old. She currently takes gymnastics. She loves basketball. And I think the biggest thing I love about Nevada is her heart for other people, just how much she cares to encourage at such a young age. So welcome, Nevada, to the show. Woo, woo, woo. So Nevada, can you tell me a little bit more about what inspired you to be a guest today on the show?
Because I wanted to hang out with you.
You wanted to hang out with me?
Yeah.
Well, I always love hanging out with you too, my darling. You were the sweetest thing. Could you tell us a little bit more about what your life is like right now as a 7-year-old?
Good.
It's good?
Yeah.
What parts of it are good, sweets?
To have a mommy.
Aww. What do you like the most about having me as your mommy?
Because you're kind of loving.
Aw, thank you, sweetie. What's something you think you've learned from me that has inspired you and encouraged you the most? What's one thing I say to you that you think has helped you, develop and become the little girl you are right now sitting in front of us?
Because you gave birth to me.
Because I what?
Gave birth to me.
Because I gave birth to you?
Yeah.
Well, thank God I did, or you wouldn't be here.
Well, no, that's not because my brother was born, and then my brother wanted a sister.
That is so true. Nevada's brother, Lincoln, who is my firstborn, he's 12 and in the 6th grade. And this is actually a part of my book in My Father's Feathers, A Journey of Transformation and Healing One Feather at a Time. This story is in here, but let's let Nevada, do you remember the story about how you were born and what happened and what your name means? Do you want to tell us? Make sure you speak real clearly. I know it's so intimidating to be your first time on a podcast, right?
Yeah. Don't remember all of it, but I can explain it.
Go ahead.
So, one day my brother came home and my mom and dad were talking, and he came home on the bus, and then he said, I want a baby sister, and Mom said, no, I think one child's enough. And then my brother convinced my mom to have another child, and now I'm born.
Yes, so good, honey, so well spoken. Lincoln, every day for many years, would come up and say, I'm supposed to have a sister to me and your daddy. And we would just kind of look at each other like, huh? And at that point, I was fine with just Lincoln. He was amazing, but I had no idea what God had in store with Nevada, who is also equally as wonderful and multifaceted in so many different ways. So we just thank God every day that we feel he put that on Lincoln's heart to encourage us that our family wasn't yet complete, because look at who we have sitting in front of us now. And even cooler, her name in Spanish means
covered in snow. And I want to tell you, is it in your book, Covered?
Yes.
It's in Mommy's book, how I was born. So how I was born was, one day my mommy was at the hospital with her husband, Brett.
Who is also your dad.
Yeah. And there was a snowstorm, and right when I came out of my mommy's pregnancy to me, there was a snowstorm that when I came out, it stopped immediately, and then the doctors were like, what? And then they just figured out my name is in Spanish covered in snow.
Yes, and she was born December 13th. And right as I was giving, I was in heavy labor, and right before she made her fantastic arrival, there was just this quiet little brushing, dusting of snow. We're here in Illinois, in Peoria, Illinois. And right as soon as that happened, she made her grand entrance, and there was just this like quiet awe in the room of, wow. I mean, they knew, all the people in the room knew, the doctors, the nurses, what your name meant. And so to see that playing out was just confirmation that Nevada was the name for her. We also call her Vada, and one of my favorite nicknames for her, if you have one for your kids, I would love to hear the origin. Reach out and let me know. I'm just...
And my brother wanted to name me, and he was in the States, so he wanted to name me a state. He wanted to name me...
I don't remember. What do you mean, like, what do you know, wanted to name you first? Was it... I don't remember. Arizona? Or...
No! Wait, it was like...
Well, that's okay. We ended up with Nevada because Lincoln was obsessed with the United States of America. I mean, he could tell you every single state, forward, backward, capitals, all
Well, I don't know if he remembers it now, but when he was like 5 and 6, he was obsessed. And if you're one of his friends watching, I think you might know if you were friends with him like that.
Well, Nevada, I'm curious, what's one piece of advice you have for another mommy watching or another child watching? What's one piece of advice you feel like's really helped you in life as a first grader?
If you're pregnant and you're having trouble, God's always with you.
Oh, I love that. Or maybe you're someone watching who hopes one day to have children and you haven't been able, to get pregnant. What would you say to someone like that?
I hope you get pregnant and have a little baby or triplets.
Or triplets.
Or twins.
Or twins even. Maybe you just never know when you trust in God.
Or
what's
only
possible.
child.
Can you tell
One
me?
of my friends have an only child, and one of my friends have triplets.
And both are equally as awesome, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
What's something else you want to share with everyone watching about what your life's been like and the things you've learned so far in your 7 years on the earth? Are you enjoying your life?
Yeah, and I have a friend group.
You have a friend group?
Yeah.
I love that you brought that up because I think friends are such an integral and important part of our
And if
journey.
you don't have friends, you can join our friend group.
I love that about you. Nevada's always looking, for the person that needs community or a group. And I mean, you just have the biggest, most amazing heart, Nevada, and you are always open to everyone. And I really am so proud of you and the person that you are and how brightly you shine in this world.
And today was a really awesome day.
Oh, good. Tell me about it.
So today, if you're in 1st grade watching this, and in my class, we had, especially at Hickory Grove, we had a Dalmatian day, so we dressed like a Dalmatian, and a real Dalmatian came in our room.
A real Dalmatian, you don't say.
And I can tell you all about it. But, so we watched the real Dalmatian movie, which was kind of scary.
It was scary?
Kind of for everyone. And then one of my friends asked my teacher, I'm scared, this movie makes me scared. And then she said, well, if it does, you can go read a book out in the pod.
Oh, well, that was a nice option. Was it 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
What part of the movie scared you?
It didn't scare me.
Oh, it didn't scare you? Of course not. You're a tough girl. You're a very tough girl. Just one of your friends is scared, right?
Yeah.
Aw. Are you drinking coffee in there, or what do you have in there?
Nothing! You guys got pranked.
I love it. Well, Nevada and I just have the best time together, and
before we carry on, don't forget to post each one of these books if you haven't already.
she's my biggest fan right here, and I'm so blessed to be able to have you on this.
If you went to the macaroon shop and you bought a book there, that's really cool.
What macaroon shop?
Deanna's macaroon shop, and if you haven't, you should go check it out. It's Rua Macaron.
Voila macarons! Shout out to Deanna and her fabulous macarons. Which one did you try yesterday?
Well, I don't remember.
Oh, Nevada tried the champagne macaron, and it was, how was it?
The best I've ever had. And my brother with chocolates, and comment down below what macaron you like.
Comment below what macaron you like, or just reach out. Let us know. Hit Deanna up if you'd like to try some macarons, and I'm sure she appreciates you so much talking about her. She's actually one of the sponsors and a very, very good friend of Mommy's, isn't she?
She's been on the show. She's been on the first ever episode of Meet Me Where You Are.
And she's one of my friends, which we talked about. Friendship is so important, and it's one of the pinnacles and the cornerstones on which I teach my children. You can't walk through life, all on your own, which is another huge part of our daily life, is talking about God and talking about our faith and talking about how we're not alone, right?
Yeah, and I lost 2 teeth.
And she lost 2 teeth already,
Only
you guys.
2.
Like, isn't that amazing? Do you want to show everyone?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I thankfully still have all my teeth.
But Mommy
so
has
proud
a
of you.
cavity.
I did. I got a cavity at the dentist, everyone. I'm sure they...
I'm sure everyone, even if you haven't already, will get a cavity in life.
At some point. Maybe not,
But my mommy breath is really good, and she got a cavity.
Yeah.
So be aware.
Make
Go
sure you
brush
brush
your
those
teeth right now.
tonight.
No, go brush your teeth right now. Pause the video and go brush your teeth.
You're hilarious. Okay, Vada, we're about to wrap up our interview. Is there anything else you'd like to say, or give a shout out to anyone that might be watching, or think anyone
I wanna give a
special
shout
in
out.
your
I
life?
want to give a shout out.
Good.
Give a shout out to my friends.
Aw. And what about any teachers or anybody that's influenced you at school?
Mrs. Mathis.
Aw.
She's pregnant right now, and she's my teacher.
Aw. And she's been a really great teacher.
And comment down below. She doesn't know, or we don't know if she's going to have a boy or a girl. I think it's a boy.
You think she's having a boy? Ooh. We'll have to wait and
Comment
see.
down below. What?
Nevada watches a lot of YouTube video. What's your favorite YouTube video that you're watching lately?
The Ninja Kids, and like they show funny moments, and one of them they pull up their shorts and they're like.
Or the Fun Squad, or
I don't watch that.
not anymore. Are we done watching the Fun Squad?
Yeah.
I did not know the Fun Squad was out, so this is news to me. What's your favorite movie you've seen so far?
Oh, this is the one I watched today.
Oh, 101 Dalmatians?
Yep.
You loved it?
Yep.
Okay, good. Well, we'll have to watch that one again. We've
And
never
if
seen-
you watch it, Cruella tries to shed the dog fur off and kill him, so she can just make a coat. That's where we at.
So should we be friends with people like Cruella? Do you think that would be a good friend choice in life?
Well, we found a feather in my sock, guys. What?
We find feathers. I love that.
Right in the middle of the episode.
Do you want to tell everyone how you find feathers everywhere too?
Yeah, so last night I found a feather laying on the floor, and it was black and brown.
Wow.
It's a weird color choice.
It's beautiful. What do feathers remind you of?
God.
Feathers remind you of God?
Wait, no. Chloe.
Chloe. Oh. So Chloe is also in my book. Chloe is in heaven. Chloe is Nevada's half-sister, and she's someone who I have told her about is waiting for her someday when we're done with our time on the earth, and you'll get to meet her. And I didn't
you too.
know that the feathers reminded you of Chloe. It's making me a little emotional. It caught me off
You
guard.
might cry.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised at all if she didn't leave those feathers for you. But the story of Chloe, again, if you're curious, is in the book, My Father's Feathers.
Yeah,
And
she got the feather.
I'm very open, my parenting style with my children. I try very hard to put in their terms.
You're my daddy.
Yes, and my husband and I, our parenting style is very open. We hope to foster an environment where our children are always welcome to come to us with any questions, concerns, anything that we can support them in. We always want to foster that type of environment where they know that no matter what they do, they're always loved. Sometimes I may not like their choices, so I will say, right now I don't like that decision you made, but I always confirm that you are what? Always
Excuse
loved.
me.
Well, thank you for excusing yourself, my
I
darling.
just burped.
Anyways, this thing.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful you were on the show today, that you found a feather in your sock. I mean, how appropriate is that?
Appropriate.
I love you so much, and thank you so much for wanting to be a part of what Mommy has been doing, trying to encourage, inspire other people to have more conversations culturally and to meet each other where we're at, no matter our age. So, have the conversations with your children. Sit down, talk, make some time to really find out, what are you into? What are you liking about life so far? How do you feel like it's going? What do you think we could do more of? What do you want to do less of in life? Like, what are some things that you would like to incorporate around the home that maybe we're not doing?
This summer I'm going on a cruise.
We are planning a Disney cruise this summer for the first time, so if you have any recommendations for us, be sure to let us know.
And if you've been on it, tell us. And if you're going this summer, wait, what day are we going?
Well, that's to be determined, but we can
And
definitely
if you're going this summer
keep people in the loop.
and all day and you subscribe, then you can join us.
The more the merrier, and that is my philosophy
The more
in life.
the merrier.
So
the
glad to see
merry.
my little daughter embodying the more the merrier approach in life, because it truly is the more, right?
The merrier.
Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time on
Meet me where you are.